Your to-do list is a lie. No, seriously. You've been told that the secret to getting things done is to write down everything you have to do and just start checking boxes. But what if that system is actually designed to keep you busy, not successful? If you've ever felt like you're just spinning your wheels, constantly adding to a list that never gets shorter, feeling active but not actually getting closer to your big goals, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. And you're not alone. According to research from the project tracking software iDoneThis, a staggering 41% of items on a to-do list are never completed. So in the next few minutes, I'm not just going to expose why your to-do list is failing you. I'm going to show you the simple, purpose-driven method that high achievers like Tony Robbins use to get massive results. Does this sound familiar? You wake up, grab your coffee, and you start the list, answer emails, schedule that dentist appointment, call back the client, work on the big project, go grocery shopping. The list just keeps growing, and pretty soon it's a monster. It feels productive, right? You're organized, you've got a plan, but then the day actually starts. You get sucked into the tyranny of the urgent, checking off all the small, easy tasks because it gives you that little hit of dopamine, that fake sense of accomplishment. Meanwhile, work on the big project just sits there, vague and scary, and gets pushed to tomorrow, and the next day, and the next. This is the fundamental lie of the to-do list. It's built on activity, not achievement. It tricks you into focusing on the number of tasks you cross off, not the impact of what you're doing. You become a hamster on a wheel, running faster and faster but going absolutely nowhere. You're busy, sure, but are you productive? Are you fulfilled? The problem is, a to-do list doesn't have a soul. It's just a random collection of chores without any real sense of priority. Everything looks equally important, so you waste time on the small stuff. But the most critical thing it's missing is a powerful why. Activity without purpose is the fastest way to drain your energy and your bank account. Your to-do list tells you what to do, but it never forces you to ask why it matters. And without that why, motivation dies, procrastination wins, and you end the day exhausted, wondering what you really got done. So what if you could ditch that anxiety-inducing list for a system that gives you clarity, focus, and a real sense of fulfillment? This is where Tony Robbins' RPM method comes in. Now, RPM isn't just another productivity hack. Tony calls it a system of thinking. It's a complete shift from asking, what do I have to do today, to what is the result I'm committed to achieving. RPM stands for result, purpose, and a massive action plan. The order is everything, and it's designed to make your actions stick. Let's break it down. First up is R for result. This is your what, but instead of a fuzzy task, you define a specific measurable outcome. You have to get crystal clear on what you want. A to-do list says, work on the presentation. An RPM plan says, result. Deliver a killer 15-minute presentation to the marketing team that secures a 20% budget increase completed by Friday at 3 p.m. Feel the difference. One is a chore, the other is a target. One is a vague wish, the other is a destination plugged into your GPS. Increased sales isn't a result. Increase new client sales by $1.2 million in the next 12 months is a result. This single shift from task to result moves you from just being busy to being effective. The second step is P for purpose. This right here, this is the secret weapon. This is your why. Once you know the result you're after, you have to ask the most important question. Why do I really want this? What is the emotional fire behind this? This is what your to-do list will never ever give you. Purpose is the fuel that keeps you going when things get hard. It's the emotional juice that makes the work meaningful. For that presentation example, the purpose isn't just because my boss said so. A powerful purpose would be, my purpose, to prove my strategic value to the company, earn the respect of leadership, and get our team the resources we need to innovate and win. This will give me more job security and a deeper sense of fulfillment. Now you're not just making slides, you're fighting for your team. You're building your career. When you connect your actions to a deep purpose, it stops being a chore and becomes a mission. If you're already feeling how this could be a game changer for you, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It tells me you're getting value and helps the channel a ton. The final step is M for massive action plan. This is your how. Only after you have a clear result and a powerful purpose do you figure out the steps to get there. This is where a list comes back, but it's not a brain dump. It's a strategic, prioritized massive action plan or MAP. You brainstorm everything you could possibly do to hit your result. Then you apply the 80-20ths rule. Find the 20% of actions that will create 80% of the results. You prioritize by impact, not by what's easiest. For our presentation, the map might look like this. Must research last quarter's performance data to build a rock-solid case. Must outline the 3 key arguments for the budget increase. Design 10 core slides with clean, powerful visuals. Schedule a 30-minute rehearsal with a colleague to get honest feedback. Practice the delivery until it's second nature. See the difference? These aren't random tasks. They are strategic moves, all serving a clear result and fueled by a real purpose. Let's make this super practical. Take a common goal like get healthier. On a to-do list, it's eat a salad, go for a run. Vague, uninspiring, and so easy to skip. Now let's run it through the RPM framework. First, result. What do you really want? Maybe it's to lose 20 pounds and have enough energy to hike my favorite trail without stopping, all by July 1st. That's specific. You can measure it, and it has a deadline. Second, purpose. Why does this matter to you on a deep level? Maybe it's to be a vibrant, active role model for my kids, to feel confident and alive in my own skin again, and to build the strength to live a life of adventure, not a life of limitation. Now that's a reason to get out of bed on a cold morning. Third, your massive action plan. What are the game-changing steps? Schedule a consultation with a nutritionist to build a sustainable eating plan. Join the local hiking club and commit to 1 group hike a week. Block out 3 one-hour strength training sessions in my calendar each week. Dedicate 2 hours every Sunday to meal prep for the week. Track my progress weekly and celebrate the small wins to keep the fire lit. This isn't a wish anymore. It's a plan. It's a roadmap to a new reality. Fueled by real emotion and purpose, you've just turned a nagging chore into an exciting mission. That's the power of RPM. So the next time you feel the urge to write a sprawling to-do list, stop. I want you to remember that your to-do list is a trap. It confuses activity with achievement, keeping you busy but stealing your fulfillment. The truth is, you can get more done with more passion by focusing on less as long as it's the right less. The RPM system forces you to decide what you truly want, your result. Connect to why it's a must, your purpose, and then build a smart plan to make it real, your map. Here's your challenge, starting today. Pick one area of your life, your health, your career, a relationship, and create your first RPM plan. Don't just think about it, capture it on paper. Define your RP&M and start designing the life you want instead of just reacting to the one you have. What's the biggest struggle you have with your to-do list? Is it the overwhelm, the lack of focus, or something else? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And finally, if you want more strategies to stop being busy and start winning, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and go take some massive action.